Hello, welcome to Story Loom, where every twist keeps you hooked. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's start. The drizzle had started early that morning, turning the streets of Willow Creek a muted gray. But inside a small, worn white house, Lena Hart was determined to make the day bright. Her twins, Emma and Ethan, were turning 5. It wasn't the grand party she'd dreamed of, no big venue, no expensive toys. Just a homemade chocolate cake, secondhand balloons, and a pair of paper crowns she'd bought at the dollar store. Lena snapped a picture of them sitting proudly at the table, smiling wide at the modest cake. Her heart swelled with pride and ache at the same time. She quickly typed a message to her best friend. Greater than, look at them. 5 years old today. I wish you could be here. We're about to cut the cake. She pressed send without checking the number. A world away. In a towering skyscraper in Boston, billionaire investor Daniel Reed sat through yet another meeting that bored him to death. His empire was worth billions, but the one thing money couldn't buy, family, was what he'd quietly longed for. His phone buzzed. He glanced down and froze. A picture of 2 children, one missing a front tooth, the other with frosting on his chin, filled the screen, along with the message about their birthday. He typed back, greater than, I think you have the wrong number. An unlikely conversation. Lena's cheeks burned when she read the reply. She sent a quick apology. Greater than, oh no, I'm sorry. That was for a friend. Please ignore. But another message came almost instantly. Greater than, they look happy. Are they yours? Against her usual instincts, she answered. Greater than, yes. Twins. Emma and Ethan. Greater than, 5 today. Greater than, yes. Daniel stared at the photo again. The room around him faded. Without thinking, he wrote. Greater than, where are you? I want to send them something. A knock at the door. Lena didn't reply. She didn't give strangers her address. Instead, she cut the cake and laughed as Emma got frosting on her nose. But just as they were finishing, a knock came at the door. Standing outside was a tall man in a tailored coat, dark hair neatly combed, with a calm but commanding presence. Lena Hart? He asked. Yes, I'm Daniel Reed. You sent me a photo this morning. Her eyes widened. Wait, you're the billionaire. He smiled faintly. Guilty. May I come in? A birthday to remember. Daniel stepped inside the small house, noting the peeling wallpaper and mismatched chairs, but also the warmth, the scent of vanilla cake, and the way the twins' laughter filled the space. He crouched down to their level. Happy birthday, Emma. Happy birthday, Ethan. From his pocket, he produced 2 small gift boxes. Inside were silver lockets, one shaped like a heart, the other like a star. Lena hesitated. This is too much. It's just a gift. From one person who knows birthdays should be special to 2 who deserve it. The twins' eyes lit up. Lena's heart softened, even as her mind told her to be careful. As Daniel left, he looked at her with a seriousness she didn't expect. Maybe I'll see you again. She didn't answer right away, but something in her chest whispered, maybe. The week after the unexpected birthday visit, Lena tried to push Daniel Reed out of her thoughts. But her twins had other plans. Mommy, when will Mr. Daniel come back? Emma asked one night while brushing her teeth. He's busy, Lena replied gently, though she wasn't sure why her chest tightened at her own words. The truth was, she didn't expect him to come back. Billionaires didn't just drop into single mothers' lives for cake and conversation. The invitation. 3 days later, her phone buzzed with an unfamiliar number. Greater than, lunch tomorrow. Bring Emma and Ethan. She almost said no, but curiosity, and the twins' excitement, won out. At exactly noon, a sleek black car arrived to pick them up. The driver whisked them to a rooftop restaurant in the heart of Boston, where Daniel was already waiting at a corner table. Emma ran to him without hesitation. Ethan followed, grinning. Daniel bent to greet them like they were old friends. Over lunch, he asked about school, their favorite games, and even tried to draw a dinosaur with them on the table's paper cover. Lena watched, half amused, half wary. When the kids were distracted with dessert, she leaned in. Why are you doing this? Daniel met her gaze. Because you and your kids deserve more than what life's been giving you. And because I like being around you. More than just a stranger. Over the next few weeks, Daniel began showing up in small ways, meeting them at the park, sending books for the twins, even fixing the loose hinge on Lena's front door himself. The twins adored him. Lena couldn't deny she was starting to as well. But she was still cautious. She'd been burned before, by promises that faded as quickly as they came. One evening, after dinner at her place, she walked Daniel to the door. "They're getting attached to you," she said softly. "I can't let them get hurt if you disappear." "I'm not going anywhere," he said firmly. And somehow, she almost believed him. His truth. A week later, Daniel asked her to meet him alone in his downtown office. "I want to help you," he said. "Not just with birthdays. With everything, housing, education, stability." "I don't take handouts," she said sharply. "This isn't charity." His voice was steady. "I grew up in foster care, Lena. I know what it's like to need help and not have it. Someone gave me a chance once. Now I'm giving one to you." Her anger faltered. She'd never guessed his polished life had such rough beginnings. The lake. Days passed without much contact. Then, one crisp afternoon, she texted him a photo of the twins at their first day of kindergarten. His reply came instantly. Greater than, "Come to the lake. I'm there now." When she arrived at his estate, she found him sitting on the dock, sleeves rolled up, shoes off, watching the water. "I was wrong," she said quietly, sitting beside him. "I thought you were just trying to throw money at me. But you actually care." He turned to her, his expression softer than she'd ever seen it. "I don't want to save you, Lena. I want to be with you. With all of you." The offer. From his jacket, he pulled out a folded sheet of paper. When she opened it, she found a simple sketch. Her, Emma, Ethan, and Daniel, sitting together by the lake. "Move in with me," he said. "Not just for comfort. For family. Let me be there for the mornings, the homework, the scraped knees. Let me be part of this life." Her hands trembled, but there was no fear, just the weight of a decision that could change everything. A new beginning. She didn't say yes immediately. But 2 months later, Lena and the twins moved into the estate, keeping their old house in Willow Creek just in case. Life wasn't suddenly perfect. The twins tested boundaries, Lena struggled to trust the stability, and Daniel had to learn that bedtime stories sometimes mattered more than business calls. But on the twins' 6th birthday, as they blew out candles on a cake big enough to feed 20, Lena caught Daniel watching her instead of the candles. "What?" she asked, smiling. He shook his head, his voice low. "Just grateful for wrong numbers." She laughed and leaned into him, the twins giggling around them, and for the first time in years, she believed this messy, unexpected, beautiful life, was hers to keep.